Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. Bayelsans, behold your miracle governor, Senator Diri, a man of peace and integrity, determined to bring developments to all corners of Bayelsa State. Senator Diri, a man on a mission for infrastructure revolution, educational emancipation, and the provision of affordable healthcare for all Bayelsans. Senator Diri, champion of empowerment and winner of several sporting laurels for Bayelsa State. Senator Diri, by the grace of God, destined to govern Bayelsa State for 2 terms. Senator Diri, working hard for a greater Bayelsa State.
Governor Diri has proposed an entrepreneurship training and funding scheme for fresh graduates of Bayelsa origin. Governor Diri made a proposal while speaking during a Bayelsa State Student Summit organized recently in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. Correspondent Tekana Miofori tells us more.
From across various institutions of higher learning, Bayelsa State students converged recently at the DSP Alamesia Banquet Hall, Yenagoa, for a summit organized to explore possible ways they could contribute to the development of their state. Governor Diri, who was among dignitaries present at the summit, commended its organizers for adopting the theme of scaling Bayelsa State students on entrepreneurship and self-development. The governor, while reminding his host that thousands of Bayelsans were benefiting from an ongoing entrepreneurship training program, directed that a similar program be introduced to benefit fresh graduates.
I like this state to move away from a civil service state to an entrepreneurial state. And so I like to put this before the Honorable Commissioner, the Deputy Governor, and all those handling those affairs to explore ways and means of post-university education, particularly after their youth service, in the acquisition of skills and entrepreneurship by providing a floating fund for all Bayelsa students after their graduation at their university.
Since its inception in February 2020, the prosperity government of Governor Diri has vigorously embarked on infrastructure development in Bayelsa State. In the last 41 months, the government has equally implemented several programs designed to promote capacity development. The Bayelsa State Governor said his administration's goal was to achieve balanced development with a focus on young Bayelsans.
We can build all the roads, we can build all the bridges, but if our people are not educated, we do all of that infrastructure at the expense of our manpower that is underdeveloped. And you are the beginning and the end of manpower development.
In appreciation of Governor Diri's exemplary leadership, the youths had endorsed him for a second term in office.
The state student community today passes a vote of confidence on the governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Senator Diri, and his deputy, Senator Lawrence Ewujako, and endorses them for a second term bid in office.
In a related development, Governor Diri has appealed to youths to shun drugs and substance abuse. Governor Diri, who spoke through his deputy, Senator Lawrence Ewujako, during the commemoration of this year's International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, enjoined youths to stay away from drugs and remain productive.
The drug peddlers men who make money from drugs, he is not even taking the drugs. So it's like the bell that calls people to come to the church but does not enter the church. And so don't allow yourself to be summoned by that bell who is the peddler and he will not enter the church with you. So let our youths not be lured by the emotion you will have. Highs will high you in terms of emotion, but it will lower you in terms of your achievements.
The Bayelsa State Governor also reminded families and other social institutions that preventing and discouraging drugs and substance abuse was a collective responsibility.
Inside the Niger Delta, Bayelsans, behold your miracle governor, Senator Diri, a man of peace and integrity, determined to bring developments to all corners of Bayelsa State. Senator Diri, a man on a mission for infrastructure revolution, educational emancipation, and the provision of affordable healthcare for all Bayelsans. Senator Diri, champion of empowerment and winner of several sporting laurels for Bayelsa State. Senator Diri, by the grace of God, destined to govern Bayelsa State for 2 terms. Senator Diri, working hard for a greater Bayelsa State.